Hello folks, this is Peter at the Shalom Peace, and tonight I'm going to talk to you about the raw diet and what does it look like in the scriptures. Do you guys ever want to know about that? I'm going to talk to you tonight about the biblical diet and what it really is. Where did it start? The idea of eating raw foods has existed since, beginning of time is what they're telling us. But the revival of it really happened in the mid-19th century. There was a Presbyterian minister, dietary reformer by the name of Sylvester Graham. He promoted it as a way to avoid illness. There are some benefits, of course, to a raw diet. Improvement to heart health, lower your risk of diabetes, could help in weight loss. Let's see, what else? Improve digestion. I could use that. What else? There's a lot of potential risks that it helps with. But the idea that a raw vegan diet could also come with some risks that people really haven't done the math about, especially if you don't plan your diet well. There's a severe lack of B12, which is essential for survival, good survival, which is really only found, it's not even found in vegetation. It's found, you're going to find it in things like meat and fish, poultry, eggs, milk, milk products. And generally, basically, B12 is not found in plant foods. So that's just the bottom line of that. What does the Bible say? In Genesis 1:29, we see four groups that are expressed as for our diet. Now, the problem is when they translate it into English, they don't see that that the essence of the passage is together. So they think that it's only the herb, and then all of a sudden it's the beast and the bird that can eat green herbs. I'm going to tell you the difference right now. I'm going to show you the difference because in Hebrew it reads a lot different. It's all together. So basically, herb with seed. Genesis 1:29. Esav zera, herbage yielding zera, seed, Asher el peni chel haaretz. That is on the surface of the entire earth, and every tree that has on it the fruit of the tree, v'yes chel haaretz, Asher bo peri etz, yielding seed, zera zera. Okay, so every tree that's yielding seed, that's the first thing. Remember, I said tree, fruit, herbage yielding seed. For you, lecha ye le'eshla. So it should be for food. This is the important part that a lot of people don't understand because they don't read Hebrew. It says and ve'ilechel, and to every hayes. So it's continuing what is in the diet. When Hebrew does that, it says and like that, it doesn't separate the sentences. It's actually saying, hey, this is running. This is a continuous ingredient to whatever it is, a spiritual principle. Maybe they're talking about something socially. Maybe they're talking about something. Whatever it does that, it connects the entire sentence. V'lechel hayes hayes haaretz v'lechel ev. So even on the earth to every bird, heshmim of the sky, v'lechel, and to every rumas, everything that moves, el haaretz asher bo nepesh, everything which on earth which has a soul, chaya, so that is alive, eitz chal yirech. And okay, so here we go. There's a different listing of the herb here. So it says herb before, herb that yields seed. This is for our diet. And then and beasts and bird. And it keeps going and it says every green herb. Not just herb that produces seed. So now we know that there are herbs that produce seed, right? Then we also know there are other herbs on earth that don't produce seed. Not necessarily seed. Like a mushroom produces a spore. So it's spores. It could be considered seeds in a microscopic manner, but no. what we're looking at here is everything that is green. That word green right there, chel yirech, is actually the word for heal. Yirechel is God's healed. God is healing. Yirechel. So Esav. So every green herb, Yirech Esav leichala v'yechen, is for food, and it was so. I don't want to bore you too much because a lot of you guys who are watching this maybe don't read scriptures, but I'm letting you know something right now. That right in the scripture, if somebody's teaching you that the scriptures don't teach that the herbs with seeds, the beasts, the birds, and the herbs that are healing are not food for you, they're not teaching you the Bible. Now, you can go to Noah's chapter also. Noah chapter, Genesis chapter 9. It talks about Noah giving the diet also. It refers to that exact same verbiage and tells us that, every beast of the field, but it qualifies one thing, that we don't eat these animals, you don't eat meat with blood in it. So therefore we have kosher butchers. We're not doing kosher butcher tonight. We are going to do a vegan raw dish, and with no further delay, I'm going to go into that anyway. So we're going to do a dish with yams, and we're not even going to cook it. It's going to be uncooked for all of you non-cook koshers, and it's going to be cooked. It'll be cooked with salt and then washed. Really interesting process. Okay, we'll see in a minute when we prep for that. So here we are with our yam. You can see I've gotten started, and what I'm just going to do is make some long shavings like this. Yams are nice because they're long root, and they kind of lend themselves to this type of presentation. We're going to get long pieces like that for this. I'm going to build a salad. It's going to be a raw salad, of course, but why would I do that with this big root? How am I going to cook it? There's so much starch in there and everything. What are you going to do, Pete? Well, I'm glad you asked. What we do is throw a little salt on it, okay? Not a lot. You don't have to over salt it. We're going to wash it off anyway because we don't want to wash off the salt. What we're using the salt for really is to draw out the water that's in there, the water content that's in there. And this is, I'm presenting to you a new way to use yams. So next time you see a big pile of yams sitting at the store, you don't have to think to yourself, oh man, I got to boil that whole thing and make mashed yams and put a bunch of sugar in there and all that. No, you don't have to do that anymore. Now, you're going to be able to make a nice raw yam. We're going to wash the salt off. Watch, you're going to see I don't know if you guys see it. Right now it's dry, but in a little bit, see, look, it's already drawing water out. I don't know if you can see that. But, yeah. Well, anyway, I can see it, and you're going to have to trust me. So we're going to slice it. We're going to basically skin all these. Well, not skin them. I like the skin on it because guess what? It leaves this like, here, let me get you a good one. If you can tell, it leaves this like a red strip on the edge. Almost like it's cooked, but it looks cool. So we're going to want to leave those on. You'll see how later on it looks really nice in the dish. Remember, we're going to wash this off after we let some of the water come out. Let it sit in the salt for about 5 minutes. It doesn't take very long. Okay, so we're back here at the board and we've washed the yams. And this is the important part. You really do want to get them, pat dry at least. For it to be on the salad, you want it just like any salad. You're going to dry your salad, right? So I'm going to just make sure these suckers have got a good dry to them, okay? And take it from there, and then I'm going to start building the rest of the salad. So I'll show you some other things. We're going to make the dressing. We're going to, these are garnishes for the salad in a little while. I'm going to do the dressing next, though. We're going to do a raspberry vinaigrette. This is a really important part. We're going to make the dressing, and we're not even halfway there yet. This is going to be so good when you see the final product of this. It's fantastic. Anyway, so I'm going to use my shakers to do my dressing. So I don't know if you've never been a bartender, you might not have a set of these. You just use a shaker in your house or something, maybe even a blender or a whisk or something like that. But I'm going to do this because, hey, I'm a bartender, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so what we're going to do is a little sherry. This is a cream sherry. It's got a little rosé color to it. You see how it's got a little rosé to it? Don't need a lot of that. You're gonna do about 2 fluid ounces of the sherry. You got to get your olio oliva, okay? Your extra virgin olive oil. Some chefs just call you and they say, "Hey, EVO, I need the EVO." You know what you do? You throw the bottle. You don't throw the bottle. Anyway, got a little oil in there. Now, what are you doing? This stuff, this is a vinaigrette. You got to have some balsamic in there, okay? Not a lot. You're really just going to give it some color and brighten it up. So, that's pretty strong. You can almost drink that, you know. Anyway, but don't do that. Don't do that. Not if you're, not if you're a good boy, good girl. All right, so I'm going to do a couple of raspberries in there. Bada bing. Just because I want to get that essence. I'm gonna do my herb blend. You guys remember my my onion blend? Made that in one of my herb drying videos. Check it out. You got to see it. The herb drying videos are really important. So this is my green onion, red onion, white onion. Okay, you're gonna do that. We're gonna reconstitute those dried onions. It goes right back there. You know why? Because it's that important. I'm serious, man. Your dried herbs are going to be everything. All right, so here's a little pepper in here. You want to do that? Notice how the pepper goes right back too. Okay. The salt, it always stays out on the table, baby. You know why? Because it's a blessing. Milk. So I'm going to do, about just a healthy pinch. Throw it in there. What am I missing? I think that's it. I'm going to get my shaker together. No ice and no martini glass. We're not going to, but we could pour this over, and we're going to pour this over the salad in a little while. I'm just going to set this aside. Don't get tempted. All right, now, next thing we're going to do is going to set up our plate. You guys want me to keep going? I'm going to just do one take on this. I have the organic misted, constantly misted biologique, what do they call it? Biologique, the biologique organic dandelion. Okay? This is the dandelion. Bed of dandelion, I'm going to do that. And I selected this from my organic grocer. Really incredible stuff. I like to go back and forth like this. I'll switch directions on the foliage so that we get some presentation. You got some big beautiful dishes going out. Look, there'd probably be a little more prep than this, and if I was actually using this, I'm going to do a little salt on these just to give them that blessing. And then we're going to use our dried yams. I can't believe I'm just going on this one. You guys got me in a rare mood tonight. All right, so we're going to go ahead with our, do you have a blue cheese? Good. Yes, I said blue cheese. We're going to go ahead, and we're just going to go ahead and go, yeah, I love it. Maybe even instead of dropping, build it up a little. Fluff. It's just like, your pillow. You want to lay on this? No, I'm just kidding. All right. I don't know what it's like. You're gonna fluff it up. Okay. So yeah, we're fluffing this up. Doesn't it look beautiful so far? We got the green, the orange. We got all this stuff here. Let's get rid of this. Get it out of the way. Get it out of the way, Petey. Come on. We got our fruit. I got some blackberries. I got some blueberries. I got some raspberries. Wait, I already got some raspberries open. I can say that. Waste not, want not. Okay. Got that. Where are we going from here? We're going to slice a lemon to squeeze over in just a minute. Remember to get your labels off. Don't I have anybody here helping me to do this stuff? So you get your labels off of your glove now. I'm gonna get a lemon. We're gonna squeeze that on there, because remember, we've cooked the yam with salt and now a little bit of acidity too. It's a lemon, okay? Of course, the vinaigrette will help a little bit. All of that stuff is contributing to a chemical cooking, really. Okay, you see what's going on here? Especially you raw people, you see what's going on? We are cooking, aren't we? We cooked with the salt. We cooked with the acidity, the lemon. We're gonna cook with a little vinaigrette. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put some blue cheese on now. This is actually a Gorgonzola. Oh, do you guys see that? You guys see what happens? What's going on here? This is big, baby. All right, and then we got that. We're gonna do some raspberries. You know why? Because we love raspberries, and I'm kind of sloppy. Sorry about that. So look at all the colors we got here going here. I didn't know we were gonna have green. We were gonna have orange. I really didn't plan it for colors, but this is the stuff you want to look for in cooking. You want to look for temperature. You want to look for color. You want to look for texture differences. So there's gonna be a lot of texture differences in this one. I'm gonna throw some blackberries in there. Look at the color differences. Yes, yes, yeah. Okay, we'll show you guys a close-up in just a minute. I gotta get through this first. This is really important. Selecting the right berries, all right? I'm gonna go blueberry. You know why I like blueberries? I found my thrill. Okay, you guys know that song? On Blueberry Hill, something. All right. You guys told me I wasn't supposed to sing in my videos. I'm sorry, but I can't help it because I sing when I cook sometimes. Behind the camera, you guys have no idea. I'll be singing and singing all night and day. All right. What does this need now? Oh, you know, I probably should have done the dressing earlier before the cheese, but that's okay. Now I'm gonna go for it. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead with a free pour. Remember, this is a sherry. You got sherry, you got the raspberry, you got the balsamic, you got, what, a little olive oil, right? Little salt and pepper. Okay, you got bang bang. Just a little teeny bit more salt. Okay. Oh, so what are these, pepitas? I'm gonna do pepita cranberry on top. Okay. So that's that. Voila. Uncooked, very delicious salad.